Bayless is here, and the man to my right you may recognize. No, I'm not talking about you yet. Lil Wayne is here, 8-time Grammy nominee. He writes a blog for ESPNthemagazine.com, and we have all told him he is going to kick your butt this morning.
I thought this was supposed to be Wayne Newton. That's what everybody told me. No, Lil Wayne, I'm Big Skip. Welcome to For the record, I am a big fan of your work, of your art.
Thank you.
I'm also a huge Prince fan, and I must tell you publicly that I think your latest album, That Carter 3, is your Purple Rain, your masterpiece, because every track on that album, to me, is different and very clever and inventive. Congratulations.
Amazing, thank you.
Now, all that said, I'm about to change your nickname from Wheezy to Queasy, right here.
Wow.
Well, Wayne, you're going to bring it. I don't think that's going to happen here. Let's start with college football. The game we saw last night is not where we're going to begin. We're actually going to talk about the game we haven't seen yet, that national title game. Tim Tebow may have gotten some incentive from Oklahoma a little bit. Dominic Franks was asked about Florida's quarterback, and he said he'd put him fourth behind the 3 quarterbacks in the Big 12 this year. Smart or dumb to trash talk Tim Tebow going into this game?
Well, I say it's smart because Tim Tebow is sort of like they weren't Florida, the whole Florida Gators. They weren't expecting no trash talk.
That's true.
They was expecting like the coach says, go beat Tebow, go do Tebow. And Tebow hasn't ever, well not ever, but haven't had nobody trash talk him. So in his response, you didn't get that short-breath great speech like he did, and we're gonna, and we're gonna, and you didn't get that. You just got the Plexico Brady thing. Yeah. When they made it with losing.
Right. They psychologically knocked Tim Tebow back on him. So you say...
I said the response was the first sign that it has.
Okay. As you know, Dana, I'm an negative theory from a math. I got to tell you, I don't buy it for a second, to the point that I am calling my cornerback. You know and I know, Tim Tebow is a force of nature who feeds off this kind. Since I see a guy who gets the rare guys that needs to call.
I don't think when he has that one, it's a curveball.
Okay, Tim trash talk session before the play again. But Mike and the Sooners dissing trash quarterbacks in the Big 12, the top 3. Keep it internally, keep it inside you. It's staters. That's just me.
I don't think Tim Tebow. I think he mostly thought it would fuel his team. Okay. Tim Tebow and the Florida Gators are affected by it.
Wow.
We will find. We're going to talk a little more college football in just a moment.
He listens to me.
Pat does. I guess. Our next topic, we want to go to something that I guess with Texas's win last night comes up yet again. USC is a one-loss team, got their bowl victory. Texas got their bowl victory, and we also saw Utah get their bowl win, and they are undefeated. Matt Brown says all of these teams should be considered for the national championship and for being the top team in the nation for #1 ranking. Does he have a point?
Matt Brown has no point to me. And Wayne, overall, I was very disappointed in the way Texas played last night with a chance to make a resounding #1 statement on the national stage. I was also overall very disappointed in the way Colt McCoy played, because I thought he played his worst overall game. Albeit he did lead the last drive. Dana leaps to the conclusion he might be the next Vince Young, which is just crazy to me.
Skip, I'm not the only one who sat there saying that that drive was Vince Young-esque.
Come on, because he often looked out of sync and out of sorts against that. It was like crazy Ohio State blitz, and I thought he would just pick it to pieces. But in the end, backing away from this, let's say there was a national championship tournament, a playoff system, 8 teams, let's say. I would still pick Tim Tebow to win the 8-team tournament.
Okay, I think there should be a tournament, the playoff season, but a reason why I think so, because it gives these guys right to say that. This is why, because they have no playoff season and they don't meet if there's a playoff season, you meet the team that you're talking about, that you're beating the regular season once, you probably meet them again. But because you don't, that gives all these guys the right to say, well, we beat Oklahoma, and if Oklahoma beats Florida, but if there was a playoff system, then I say USC.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Because?
Because they know how to. I think they know how to handle that time better than any other.
That's a good point.
Those other teams we're talking about.
Okay. I just don't love this quarterback, and I know Mark Sanchez had a huge second quarter against Penn State and looked like a high first-round pick. I'm just not convinced on a big stage against a great team he would be that guy.
I didn't say the quarterback. I think the whole team is prepared. I think Pete Carroll prepares them perfectly just to get in there and handle the business the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, he has been pretty good in big games, but
like Coach K.
Yeah, he's a Coach K.
Like you don't single out one player, the whole team is going to beat you because the way Coach K has been out there.
But remember, the show they put on was against another, to me, overrated Big Ten team. And by the way, that Big Ten team, Penn State, almost made a game of it in the fourth quarter. They almost creeped back into that game.
But that was a much more dominating performance that USC had against Penn State than Texas had against.
All right, well, I'll buy that. But Texas isn't in the conversation here, to me.
And that was like the fourth quarter, right, when Penn State started. I think
another comeback after
they were relaxed.
They were close early and tried to play closely.
Well, unfortunately, we'll never know the answer to this question.
No, we will not. Unless one day, perhaps, we can all dream of that playoff system. We are splitting First Down back in just a few moments, talking about the NFL, specifically Donovan McNabb. Is he the most important member of the Philadelphia Eagles? Skip and Lil Wayne will